mostly it's the notoriety and the prestige of being the air sex champion.
Yeah, it's big. What do you have more guys and girls do this? Like, because to me, it's like air guitar is like karaoke with air guitar, and then sex guitar or air sex is that, but it's sex, right? So it's like people come in, they sign up, and they do. But explain that whole process to me.
Yeah, so about a third of the people know that they're going to do it, and they show up with like a costume or some sort of prop that they can't wait. You know, like they're like cum cannon or something. You know, that they can't wait to show off. The other 2/3 is really like in the moment, and I would say
what is a cum cannon, real quick.
I've seen people use. So that we had a performer, one of our all-time greats. His name is Big Dick Door Guy in Philadelphia. He was actually the door guy at the show. He decided to sign up, and
was he big, and was his name Dick, or did he just have a large penis?
No, he was a big dick because he was a door guy. So by nature of his business, you know, he had to be an asshole. But he also had a lot of like sex gear on his person for some reason, and he signed up to be in the show. And at the finals, he had like a big, like I don't know how to explain it exactly, but like almost like a t-shirt cannon, but smaller, and he had filled it with some like rice pudding type stuff. And
you like rice pudding.
At the end of his routine, you know, he kind of hit it and he like squirted it out. So like stuff came out.
Yeah.
But really, go back to your previous question. It really is 50-50. Like it's, of course we have some shows where it's like, damn, we had like 7 men and 3 women. But the opposite happens a lot of times. I would say on average, if I take every air sex show I've done for the past 10, 12 years, pretty close to 50-50. And a lot of people sign up in the moment. It's just like karaoke. Heck, we say that on stage. We say this is like karaoke, but for fucking, you know? So like you go to a karaoke night and maybe you're not thinking about signing up. You're just having fun. But then a few people go up and you're like, that looked like fun. I can do just as well. And look how much they're being celebrated.
Yeah, everybody, if you watch it, you got to watch it, Paul. I think it's in the Zoom chat, but you got to watch. Everybody is pissing their pants laughing, and it's Chris doing it. I'm not going to ask you to do some air sex for us, but would you do some air sex for us? Just kind of give us a couple of moves. It doesn't have to be like involved, but like, you know, the one with the thumb and the other thumb, that interests me. I didn't know what that was. Like some of the moves you were doing confused me.
Well, yeah. So a lot of it comes from, you know, I do a lot of, like you said earlier, a lot of comedy, a lot of improv comedy, stand-up comedy. Yep. So I'm well versed in the, like, you know, essentially mime work. You know, we call it object work in improv, but it's like, you know, instead of like having my phone, it's like I have my phone, you know. So a lot of that comes from it gets incorporated into air sex, you know. So it's like, so of course I've learned, you know, how to, you know, like just open it up a little bit and then, you know, just stuff like that, you know. That's just a little bitty taste. And if there wasn't a pandemic right now, I would probably have a tour coming up in the fall that I could tell everybody to come and see. But unfortunately, people
no air sex.
Home. So there's no air sex. Although air sex is, as I've said for a long time, hands down the safest sex, and you are way more than 6 feet apart from anyone in an air sex routine.
Sorry, is there a reason why we can't do like a simulated air sex championship on Zoom? Is there a reason why you can't do that? Like, because I imagine you get great participation from the comfort of someone's home, right?
Well, I can tell you why we don't do it, because we tried way back in April, and we had a bunch of our contestants who have done the show a bunch of times in the past. We emailed everyone and was like, do you want to be a part of this? And we were streaming it. And it got flagged really quickly for being inappropriate, and then people's like YouTube accounts were disabled, and it was.
Are you serious?
It was bad.
But what I saw, because I watched you do your deal on YouTube, and there's a bunch of videos of your air sex championships on YouTube, and I was like, oh fuck, this is good for YouTube. I don't understand why unless it got real salty, so to speak.
I think it was something to do with the people like in the comfort of their own homes, like on their bed doing some of these things. And I think the YouTube algorithm was like, something ain't right. This looks like something else.
You got to go over to OnlyFans for this one.
Right. As opposed to, if you go to the air sex YouTube page, you'll see hundreds of videos from, you know, venues big and small, some big music festivals where it's like this doesn't look like porn. It looks like a comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a sketch comedy show, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, doing air sex on Zoom without that context did not go well.
I think exactly the opposite. Sounds like it went terrifically.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hey, fellas, listen, I appreciate you doing this today, and I'm really thankful you guys could take some time to talk. And I know it's early for you, Paul, out in California, not quite as early for you, Chris, but please continue to stay safe. Both of you, you're great human beings. And Paul, I'm not going to tell tales out of school. Paul's working on something special for you people. Can't tell you what it is. Chris is working on something special for you people. In fact, he does quite often. If you go to deanblundell.com or bootcrewmedia.com, you can check out A Good Morning to Gamble. It's a gambling show where you set odds. You clearly know what you're doing. You're a comedian, so it's entertaining. Please go and check it out. It is a fucking fantastic podcast. Again, at deanblundell.com, A Good Morning to Gamble, Boot Crew Media as well. And of course, Feinstein's Paulcast, which you can get here, and look for something very, very special from Paul coming in the next couple of months. Can't tell you what it is. We were talking about it last night, but I can guarantee you this, it won't get flagged on YouTube. Well, at least I hope it won't.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. It depends on what you do with the gazpacho.
It does depend. Maybe some pie work in my future.
And the pesto. Pesto's viscose. But boys, listen, thanks for doing this. Really appreciate it. Chris
Thanks,
Trew
dude.
can be found at Chris Trew on Twitter, at Paul Feinstein on Twitter and Instagram as well. Boot Crew Media, and anything else? Am I missing something, Chris? Am I missing something, Paul?
It's at Mr. Paul Feinstein.
Oh, excuse me. Why the Mr.?
I don't want you giving that other Paul Feinstein any credit.
At Mr. Paul Feinstein on both, right? Like Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I have it here. I just wasn't looking at it. You guys stay safe, and we'll talk to you both soon. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, guys.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
Likewise.
There you go. Chris Trew, Paul Feinstein on the Dean Blundell Show podcast. Thanks to our friends at Blue Microphones for making this all possible. Blue Microphones. It's what everybody in the broadcast universe uses. It's what I use. And as you can tell, there's a reason for it. Thanks to our friends over at Streamlabs OBS. Thanks to DK Media, Envision Digital Solutions, and of course, Ed's Fine Imports. EdsFineImports.com. You can get 4 pairs of Gitch for the price of 3. Promo code GITCH3. Do it now. EdsFineImports.com. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. And we're clear. And we're clear. Thanks, boys. That was great. You have